Welcome back to Pallegney, or Pallegney, still not sure how to say it, on Farming Simulator 25. So, for you guys, episode number, I think 4, kind of lost track of it all. For me, probably about 7 or 8 by now. I've recorded this episode several times over. The first time I did a recording, it was the day before the update came out, so I had a bit of a what do I do sort of moment, and everything was all over this place and I'd lost all of my bales and it looked like I was going to give up on the map. I then did a recording explaining it was probably going to be the end of the challenge map, showing those issues. I then had a change of heart and missed the map too much and playing it, so redid, basically started sort of bringing the map back up to where I got it to. And did a little sort of recording on that, but again it didn't feel right, that one. And now this one, so yeah, I'm all over the shop with this map at the moment and these recordings, but hey ho. To bring you up to speed then, we are in November, 11:15 in the morning, times 2 speed, £3,700 in the bank, which is not much at all. We are living right on the edge, but we are in quite a good position, although it doesn't look like it. So, first things first, brand new tractor. You wouldn't have seen this from the last time. I got rid of the John Deere, upgraded it for this wicked tractor. I got to be honest, I'm really surprised at how much I like this tractor. So, I didn't want to get the Deutz. They're identical, these two, from what I can tell. I didn't want to get the Deutz because we got a Deutz in Riverbend, so decided to go with the Virtuous Same, is it? It's called. Went for the 143 horsepower engine. She's wicked, 31 miles an hour. Turns on a penny. Really, really good tractor. Really like this tractor, which means I'd probably like the Deutz as well because it's pretty much identical, isn't it? So, and for 95 grand, you can't go wrong. There was a mod that came out this week though. And these guys, yeah, this may be our second tractor, I think. The issue is it's 155. So I've upped the horsepower limit to 150, because it was just too hard for machinery. I didn't really care about the tractor, is that it just couldn't pull anything to do any of the field work, so it was just too frustrating. So I just upped it to 150 just to make it a touch more realistic. I mean, it's still small tractors, you know, we're not like going to set the world alight with what we've got. Now the question is, do I allow myself to jump up to that 155 for this? I mean, look at that. I mean, you could get it's not all-wheel drive is the problem, but 45, I don't know what the difference, turbo, but I don't see what the difference is between those those two, 115, 155, right, so horsepower on that, so right, it's that model. Okay, so what's the difference between that one and that one then? Anyway, I'd like to get that tractor one day. Sorry, I went down the rabbit hole then. So we also have this little class beta. That's ours. If I show you equipment in terms of the listings, if I remember, I'm going to come on to talk about PC mods in a second, because honestly, I'm so close to just getting a credit card and getting a PC. It's yeah, it's wild. Right, so we are leasing the roller, the grassland roller. We're leasing the water tanker. We're leasing the windrower, is that? Yeah, that's the rower. We own the swath because that was on the sale when we restarted this, so I bought that. We're leasing our mower setup. We're leasing a bale wrap. We got to keep that for another month, and then we'll get rid of that next month. And we're leasing the feed mixer. Everything else is ours and owned. So the 2 water tankers there, and then where are we? Yeah, the baler. So every month at the moment we're spending about 4,500 on lease equipment, so that's why I'm doing a contract over in this field here. This will give us basically enough to cover the monthly outgoings. Sold some eggs this month as well, so that's good. And the only other thing I've done is, and it's not, I mean, we never set the rules, so I took an additional 25,000 at one point just to make things, I haven't bothered paying that back off yet. So, but that's, you know, we're paying through the nose on that on a monthly. The plan is I'm going to try and bring that down as quick as I can. The reason we've got it is because I've got an additional grass field. So we had that one, or I had that one in the last save. You guys may not have seen it. So bought this, turned into a grass field, and it's basically looking good. It's got the 97% yield bonus on it, so that's good. And then we've bought this one in this new version of the save, so that's 127,000. So you can see we were doing all right. I had bought this dairy and was running it, and then over at the farm itself, let's jump over to here, give me something that'll let me go to, come on, there we go. Where's it dropped me in? Right by here, right. And obviously we're running this dairy. Now this dairy is just so slow, it's painful. I've put like just for the sake of it, I've put like 1,500 litres of mozzarella buffalo milk in there just to let it run for a bit and see, but it is just rubbish. It's the only downside of this map. I really think that. In terms of our silo, we got plenty of stuff in there. So we got 32,000 litres of wheat, 12,000 sunflower, 12,000 soy, and 10 canola. That's basically what we ended up with because of all the various field purchasing. I just haven't sold any of that because it seems a little pointless at the moment. We're not owed any manure. I've used up the manure, but we are owed a load of slurry. Now I've taken away this clamp by here that was in the last save. It was pointless. We're not using the clamps at the moment, so it just seemed like a massive waste of space. So got rid of that. Put in this slurry overflow. That is full with 70,000 in it. The game owes me 130 additional thousand litres of slurry. We had 200,000 in this thing when the last save finished, and if you look, well, we're already, where's it going to tell me? Let's go into the cows and we can talk about these again. No, it's not. If I got to go into the pen, have I? There we go. 73,000 litres of slurry at the moment, 73,000 litres of manure as well, so it's pretty decent. Plenty of straw, 4,500 litres of milk, so we can make a bit of money there. They need TMR. These guys are going through the TMR like the clappers. In terms of their reproduction, no, they haven't. So it was a bit weird because obviously they were a lot older in the last save because I'd gotten a couple of years, so they've had to reset to just standard adults, which is a bit annoying. So but it is what it is. So yeah, you know, what else can I do? So we've got 90 at the moment. So basically we're running 45 buffalo, water buffalo, and then 45 the Holstein. So they're good. Hello, ladies. Hello. Sheep bees, where are you? Sheep, we got the sheep pasture across the road. 50 of each. So 50 landrace, 50 on the stone shaft. So all good over there. Plenty of water. Producing a load of wool, which we'll sell in May. Loads of grass. Yeah, they're really cool. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to show you something, right? I have played this game for a long time. I'm rubbish at it, I know. However, I had no idea you could do this. And I have spent all my time playing this game, jamming bales in. Oh, hello. And look, it lets a sheep out. I had no idea that was a hinged front on that. No idea at all. Make it easy to put your bales in. So, idiot me. Hello. Hello, girls. Yeah, so this is all good over here. And yeah, we've got plenty of wool stacking up, ready to be sold when the price is right. Just get this out of the way and out of any triggers. What I did with this field is, if I zoom out, you'll be able to see it probably a little bit better. Well, maybe not. Let's see. How am I going to show this? Is it going to show it in the cut? Yeah, just about. So you can see where the dark green is. I've put a grass field in there rather than it be meadow. So that, and then this orange section I don't mow. So we've got the like the wear and tear. Oh, there you can see it there where that line is and running around there. This section I just leave it well alone. It's not worth the kind of faff of it and the hassle. And then we mow these two sort of sections here and use them for grass, turn them into hay or silage, which is good. We have got quite a lot of both, so we're doing quite well there. Get me something to visit, thank you. Oh no, can I get out of this store? Yes. So there we go, perfect timing. November is the time for eggs, so we'll take these over here. So we moved things around from the last save. It gave me the chance to sort of redesign it. I've got the saddle basically here. It doesn't really give a particularly better price. It's like, it's a very small percentage, so I'm quite comfortable with that. I don't think it's a cheated mod. I was running another dairy by here, but it was miles too cheesy, as Mike pointed out, and cheaty, so I had to get rid of that. Yeah, and just redesign this area, just tidied up, just to make a bit more space, so it's just a bit nicer. Put the track in there, so it just flows a bit better. So we've got the track coming from there. I'd like to run the track out in there, but I don't know if I'll bother. I think the better thing, we're not going to combine the fields, would be to actually run the track down here and bring it in around the back of the farm there, so when you come in from the shop end, you don't have to go through the little village by here. We can enter the farm this way. That's sort of longer term goal. And then whether, you know, again, like, you've got the track that leads to these fields. Is it worth cutting off that section and making it a track? I don't know. It is tempting. It is tempting, because then you're not running on the roads. I don't know, it ain't massively worth it right now, is it? So, and yeah, so that's basically where we're at with everything. Chickens, we got plenty of them. What I'm generally doing with the chickens is, once they get to a certain age, once these ones are adults and we get to the 100 adults, I'll sell 100 of these adults. And then once these become adults, I'll sell 250 of these adults, and so on. And I just kind of balance it out that way. It was running much better in the last save, because it was basically like 100 a month. But because I've obviously had to put just dump loads of chickens back in to bring me back up to level to the 600, yeah, it is kind of what it is. How much can this hold out of interest? 700. There we are. So that's fine. We'll sell all of this now in January, so this thing's chugging away quite nicely. Just a standard greenhouse, nothing cheaty or cheesy about that. That's what I was going to talk to you about, this stuff over here. So although it says grass here for 39, that's silage, so 39 3,500 litre bales of silage. Most of those are about 90% at the moment, so by the end of today they'll be good. And then we've just got plenty of everything else then. So we've got standard grass, another load of we've got the square bales of what I had, the equivalent of what I had in the last save, basically, if that makes sense. So that's the sort of make it whole. And then this then, everything that's round then is what we've done since I basically rebuilt the farm. So yeah, we're looking really healthy there. Plenty of hay and straw, so we're looking good. Out of interest, how much straw do the cows need at the moment? Oh no, they're fine. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Obviously 6 pallets of wool over here already, along with the others that are in the field. So that's wool from the last save. Yeah. Some basic herbicide, lime and seeds, and one other. I don't know what the other is. Can't work that out. Don't see what it could be, but who knows. Interesting. And one other. Don't know what other is. And yeah. So using this little spot here to sort of store our kit. Like I say, the wrap will probably go back for the winter. So try and reduce the lease a little bit, as will the roller. And then we'll look to maybe buy one of those bits of equipment going forward. Because we don't obviously do grass sort of December. We won't be doing much with it after December until about March time. And the only other thing I've done then is I've kept the buy-all silo here. This is the one that gives you just the 10% discount rather than the 60% or whatever it is. So this is, there's hardly any difference between this and the shop. It's just because you're buying in bulk, you get the discount. I like it. I don't think it's cheesy. I don't think it's unfair. I hate having to run back and forth to the shop all the time. You would get things delivered. We haven't got that mod on console, so that's that. Which leads me then straight back to talking about mods on PC and console. Having been watching loads of Scroft series at the moment, not just the farmhand, but his new one, the small holding, so you get to see him play the game on PC. The mods available to PC players compared to console is just unbelievable. And then you haven't got this issue, the constant issue of worrying about the amount of space that you're using up as well. There are like the leasing mod, so that you end up owning the equipment rather than you just leasing, paying through the nose and never getting anything for it. Something as simple as that, you know. I don't understand why we can't have that worked into a mod on console. Like, I don't understand the coding of it, but it doesn't feel like it would be that complicated to have that. Likewise, I still don't understand why we can't, if we can do so many different things in terms of choosing colours and tyres and all bits and bobs, why can't we? And the game has got it written into itself that machinery ages. Why can't we, when we are buying equipment, buy old? Why isn't there some way of doing that yet? Or at all, ever? Why can't we do that on console? Why can't I have something to age the paintwork and the machine? If you know and you've got an understanding of like how XML files and modding works, please let me know, because it does frustrate me, and it's because I guess I can't work it out. I can't understand it. But yeah, I really love this game. I love it, and I know it's not perfect. I know it's got issues. I know, you know, I've had my moments where I was like, this isn't acceptable. I sent an error report to Giants this week actually, and I was quite blunt in it, not rude. So I hope it wasn't rude. It might come across as rude maybe, but I hope it wasn't. But just like, you know, for a console player, the fact that Oakbridge still doesn't have its roads back, and we've had 7.1 and 7.2 now come out, and we've still not got tarmac as a console player on, you know, one of their first mod maps that came out, and it's one of the most popular maps of all time. I mean, that isn't acceptable. It just... so, you know... It's so difficult, because I totally get at the moment why there's so much frustration from the community, and you can see it. You can see it in comments from people on YouTube, not just like my channel, but loads of different channels. You can see it from the people who, even like, you know, people in my Discord, and there's only, you know, 5 or 6 of us in there. You can sense it. You can sense that frustration at times with like issues with the game and stuff. And I just try and remember that, you know, this has already had so many hours off my life, and I would argue, like, you know, 98% of that time was truly enjoyable. Like this, this has been great, and when it works, when it's good, this game soothes my soul. It's why I became a content creator. So I'm trying really hard to remember the positives and the joy that this game can bring, but I'm jealous of PC players. There's no two ways about it. I am jealous because the opportunity for mods and creativity on PC just is so much more, and I'm getting out all more closer to just, I think, you know, if we move house, depending on the money situation, I may take the plunge and just get it done. I was going to be, you know, use the sort of the memberships and stuff and just see how we go over the next year or two, and put that money towards it. But the bottom line is, I see it as sort of an investment. If I was to get a new PC, because it then improves the content that I'm creating, which then hopefully improves the channel, which in turn hopefully improves the revenue generation, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I'm very much on the fence. In relation to Discord, thank you to those of you that have come across and joined it. I've explained, I've sort of lost track of how many times I've said it and explained it, so I'll just touch on it very quickly. Discord up and running, couldn't have done it without old school Mike, absolute legend of a guy. Keith is first guy, came over, did a lot of testing with us as well and helped out, and is probably the most active member in the group as well, so those guys be lost without them. If you are interested in joining the Discord, it is membership only. You can come across and see the explanation. There's some stuff around sort of mental well-being, mental health on the open page. There's a few different things, but the chat and everything like that sits behind the membership paywall, and that's not to be greedy. That is simply to try and control and make sure that in these early stages, the people that come there are the people that want to be there. And that hopefully then generates a better space. And I understand it'll slow the channel growth down. I understand, you know, it's not as good for the a brand and things. But I made that decision a little while back, and I'm kind of sticking with it. I haven't brought in the YouTube membership yet. It is going to happen. I'm hoping I might try and get it done this week. So what are we now? Monday the 21st of April recording this. So maybe by the end of this week I'll have that up and running, and that will also bring a access to Discord depending on the level of the membership. And other than that, yeah, not much else. Just a massive thank you. We're up to, I think we're about 1430 on the subs at the moment. We run, it's about 1 or 2 a day really. Growth is quite slow at the moment, but it's weird, it comes in chunks. So I'll lose, like, there won't be any change, I'll lose a couple, then all of a sudden then we'll pick up 4 or 5 or even 10 in a day, and then all of a sudden it'll just drop back off again. It's so weird, the algorithm. But yeah, so that's that. So I hope you are still enjoying the game. I hope you are still watching what I'm doing. If you are willing to leave a comment, let me know if you're doing this challenge, or if you'd even want me to carry on with this challenge, or do something new. We're running a Let's Play on Oberschwaben at the moment. I've got to stop picking maps, I don't know how to pronounce. And obviously we've got the roleplay series out in Riverbend as well. You know, if you'd like a different challenge, if you'd like me to do something else, or you're happy just watching me play this, then great. This and Oberschwaben are my favourite maps. It would have been Oak Bridge if it worked, but I just can't get on with it. When it's broken, I can't play it. I can't bring myself to do it. So these 2 maps though, they do bring me a lot of joy. They are beautiful and they're brilliant. And in hindsight, this would be a great small farm series. This would be a great small farm series. Like Croft's running at the moment. Scroff's running at the moment. So you link in the sort of challenge element but make it more of a regular thing and let's play. It would be really good for that. It would be really, really good for a small engine series. But yeah, let me know in the comments. If you are still here as always, and you haven't already done so, please consider giving this a like and a subscribe. It is the easiest way to help out the channel. No memberships, no payments, nothing like that. It just helps it grow, gets it a little bit of attention, and that's all we need from this channel. Details on Ko-fi are in basically the episode description. If you want to pop over there and look at the membership options, there is a link to Discord within the pinned comment as well, so you can come over and check things out from there. But otherwise, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.